At this time, what do you think is the world's greatest need?
Unity, understanding, knowledge from a young age about what's really important in life, to teach children what's important so that they come out of education with some idea of what their priorities are, so they have a sense of direction of where they're going. And of course, we need money because we need security, but we seem to have backed ourselves into a corner as a human race whereby money is the main driver for everything. But that, of course, means that people make the wrong decisions for the wrong reasons and are driven by greed and panic and fear. So unity, education, knowledge, solidarity, all the positive feelings and emotions of that balance.
What is to have a poverty mindset?
A poverty mindset is a belief that we have about ourselves, that we are stuck in a certain position or we can't do anything to change the life that we have. That can also be called a fixed mindset. And I think there's similarities between the two, but a poverty mindset can literally be born out of the fact that you come from poverty. So for me, I'm part of a single parent family brought up by my mum, had no brothers and sisters, and there was barely ever any money, any food in the cupboard, any food in the fridge. Everything that was bought was secondhand, and my mum used to have to take out a loan every Christmas to be able to buy me Christmas presents. And so I think that behaviour, and again, behaviour that kind of sticks with you and affects your relationship with money, and it affects your self-worth and how you think about yourself.
My next question is about how do we recognize this kind of mindset in ourselves?
Well, it comes back to awareness, and that can only come about through education or talking therapies, learning, self-development. I have always been really, really determined and always strived for a better life for myself. I still didn't realise until I trained to become a coach how much my limiting beliefs were holding me back about myself and my relationship with money, and how I believed that I was not worthy to have money, or I was not worthy to be successful as a person. And it kind of hit me in the middle of a class session, just like a bolt of lightning. I can still remember it now. I just kind of had this sudden realization, oh my God, I don't have to be this way. I have just as much right as anybody else to be successful and help other people. And, I do deserve to have money, and that's okay. It doesn't make me a bad person to want to have money and have security and make a better life for myself and my children. It just really hit me out of the blue. So I think education is really important, and it does come down to awareness. How you go about raising that awareness? Well, it's through having these conversations, right. Coaching conversations, counselling conversations, learning in the classroom, or just maybe a deep desire to want to know. Yeah. And I think that's what I had. Yeah, a deep desire to want to know, to find out answers.
I'm wondering how the subconscious is connected to limiting beliefs. How do we access those? Because subconscious, it's much more subtle.
Cognitive behavioural therapy, neuroplasticity, just rewiring the brain, changing behaviours. I'm a big fan of cognitive behavioural therapy, CBT. I have had success at changing the way that I think and the way that I behave through therapy. And I know other people who've had success through hypnotherapy, but I don't think it's a one-size-fits-all. I think it's different for everybody, and you have to find the thing that's going to work for you.
True.
And it's not something that can happen overnight, particularly if core beliefs have been put in place before the age of 5. They're pretty difficult to shift. You have to be prepared to put the work in. That's the point of it. And know that we have to take responsibility for ourselves. Nobody else is going to do it for us, but change is possible if you just have the right support and the conditions are right. I'm a big fan of anything is possible if the conditions are just right. So find the right conditions and you can absolutely achieve anything.
So true. Making that choice to want to know, that's so important.
You have to, it has to be your own journey, it has to be your own path.
Happiness, joy per se, inner peace, contentment, satisfaction. Would these states of mind be a sign of healing, that we are there, perhaps healed?
I think so. Well, for example, I've been teaching today and I noticed, because I was feeling a little bit down about the day, I noticed straight away how my thoughts had changed. Whereas yesterday I was feeling really, really, really happy and everything was brilliant with the world and sunshine and laughter and all wonderful. So there is definitely that connection between feeling and thought, and how your feelings can drag your thoughts down. But once you have that level of awareness to know that just through a negative experience or a perceived negative experience that you've had, that might alter how you think and how you feel, you can very quickly put that to bed and get back to where you were before. And that's all part of the healing process.